Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bouldering Breakdown, where today at the Niagara Glen, we're going to head on over to the Romper Room and check out some short but technical climbing on the Misfit Boulder. So the Misfit Boulder has 3 climbs on it. On the left, the green one, Mighty Mitges. In the middle, the yellow one, Independent. And on the right, the red one, Back to His Future. So it's interesting how they're all packed in there, and 2 of them start on the same place, 2 of them end on the same place, and there's quite a bit of crossover on the usage of the holds. Over the next few episodes of Bouldering Breakdown, we're going to look at these individually and break down their beta. First, we're going to check out the problem on the right, and that's Back to His Future. As you can see, you start seated at the base of the arete. You got your left hand on a good undercling, and your right hand on an undercling/side pull where there's a good edge for your fingertips. Your left foot's low and your right foot's high in a little pocket. This right foot is going to be key so you have some opposition on the undercling and side pull. You lift your butt off the ground and reach way up with your right hand to a perfectly formed pinch in the rock. Then you reach around the arete with your left hand to a little pocket that you can crimp with your index finger. This is important so you have some opposition with your right hand pinch, and so you can drag your left foot around the arete down and low to a pocket at the base of the rock. Now for me, this was actually quite a stretch. So if you're a little shorter, you might have to move your right foot, or maybe you're super flexible and it's easy to do. I'm not sure, whatever works, right? Next is a big move out left to what I'm going to call the Misfit crimp. Now this crimp is cool because all 3 problems use this crimp. And for this problem in particular, it's really not too bad, but you'll see in some of the other problems, it kind of becomes your nightmare, that crimp. Anyways, once you establish it and lock it in, this problem is pretty much over. You just bring your right foot up to a good edge on the arete, left foot up to a crimp, bust up to the finished jug, match, and on to the next one. Now, a bit of a disclaimer for the beta on this problem. The original guidebook actually states sit down start at the corner on side pull/underclings, and then up left to Gaston and right facing slopey side pull, then finish on the jug. So that beta sounds quite a bit different from what I did, and maybe goes, instead of going way out left, kind of goes directly up. So just keep in mind there may be kind of a completely different way to get this thing done as well. So you saw my beta. Of course, that's not the only beta. Next, we're going to look at the middle problem, independent. So to start this thing, you're in the middle of the face, your left hand in a pocket where I use my 3 fingers, not including the pinky, and then your right hand on a crimp. Your right foot is down in a pocket, and your left foot is heel hooking a nice crescent edge. So this heel hook is key to lift your butt off the ground and static your way up, left hand to the Misfit crimp. When you grab this crimp, it's kind of an open hand position at this point. But what's key for the next move is that you're actually full crimping with your right hand. So initially, this next move kind of gave me some troubles for a bit because I wasn't full crimping with my right hand. I was open crimping. So I was only able to really pull down instead of into the wall. So when I went to release my left heel, I would pop off. So I found if you really crimped with your right hand, you're able to hold yourself into the wall. You switch your left heel to a toe. Then you're able to back flag and make sure you keep your weight under your left hand as best as you can to maintain the friction. And then you lunge out right to the good pinch on the arete. And as you can see, for me, that move was kind of desperate, but I made it work. Then from there, I end up locking off my left hand into a full crimp, bringing my right foot up to a good edge on the arete, and then left foot up to a crimp. From here, you just pop up to the jug at the top, match, and that's it. So last but not least, we got the boulder on the left, Mighty Mitges. This thing basically starts the same as independent, except your right hand is just below the crimp in a pocket, and your left foot isn't heel hooking, but just smearing. So the first move is upright to the Misfit crimp, where you basically right away lock in a full crimp. From here, you want to hang low on that crimp so you kind of maintain the friction. And then you head into the first crux, which is getting your left foot high and to the left on a good edge. So what I found helped me do this move is just focusing on getting my left foot up there and just kind of letting my right foot do whatever it needs to. And I think it kind of ends up just smearing a little bit. If you're able to get your toe established, you then got to do a full body lock off up and left. Now when you're doing this movement, to be honest, it never really feels great. You always feel a little sketchy. Your right hand feels like it's going to blow off the crimp, and your left toe feels like it's going to blow off the edge. But if you are able to lock it all the way off, you can reach up and left to the side pull. My buddy Scott actually grabs it kind of like an undercling, he said, and that works for him. For me, I grabbed it like a side pull, and I also really pinch with my thumb. From there, you want to bring up your right foot to a pocket so that you can come into a side pull where there's a nice edge for your fingertips. I also end up pinching that, establish myself, and go up to the final hold where it's a big sloping pocket. If you're able to hit that, you match, finish it off, and that's the last of the Misfit Boulder. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Bouldering Breakdown. Remember guys, my beta is not the only beta. Hope you get the send soon. And comment down below to let people know what beta unlocked the climb for you. Peace out.